My dearest Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of the most surprising news here at Maybook Farm.
Today, messaging our friends is easy and instant.
Mr. Edward Marty's returned from war and he's engaged to be married.
But back in the Regency times, the only way to get a message to a friend was by writing a letter.
What a great shame. I truly hope to marry myself one day. But that's not all, my dearest Elizabeth. For you see, as I write this letter, a strange lady is standing in my room and talking into space in hushed tones. And I say, Elizabeth, she's wearing the oddest of outfits.
Hey, I can hear this, you know.
Well, in that case, may I ask you, who are you and what are you doing in my room?
Well, that is a very good question. I'm on a mission to uncover how people sent messages through the ages. I start my journey in the ancient world and the incredible letter-writing inventions and discover the shocking penalty for sending letters illegally. I end my fascinating journey of discovery by exploring London's Postal Museum to uncover the hidden history of Royal Mail. So, are you ready for a journey of a lifetime as we find out how to message your friends through the ages?
Right, okay then. Would you awfully mind doing that somewhere else, please? I'm trying to concentrate.
Oh, okay. Where's the door?
Oh, 1 minute. You may as well make yourself useful.
Oh. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. The history of sending letters actually dates back much further than Regency England. In fact, the oldest recorded postal system in the world was in ancient Egypt in the year 2000 BC. That's over 4,000 years ago.
Here in ancient Egypt, we write using patterns and drawings which we call hieroglyphics. Altogether, we have 700 of these symbols. We write on the papyrus, the first form of paper which we're proud to have invented. This is where your word, paper, comes from. We also write in black ink, which we also invented. We're pretty amazing, actually.
That is amazing.
These inventions help people to communicate over long distances.
Wow. So, how does your system work?
Well, our postal system is only to be used by us pharaohs. The letter is placed in a box, where it will be handed to a guard, and the letter will be delivered using a boat on the River Nile. Guard! 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 Guard!
Oh, right, that's me. Okay.
See this letter securely delivered. It is very important.
Oh, but I don't have a boat.
Enough excuses. Get on with it.
Right, okay. But move forward to a time when Britain was part of the Roman Empire and people had progressed to using horses to deliver messages instead.
Messengers in our time have to travel a very long way by horse to deliver letters, and there's only so far that one horse can go before he gets too tired.
So what did you do?
We set up a relay, a whole network of horses and wagons along the road, so that the messenger can change his horse several times in a journey.
Oh, I like a relay. Hey, I've actually been meaning to send this for ages. If your letter's ready to go, do you mind posting this for me as well, please?
No, you cannot. It's only available to me, Emperor, my officials and my friends, and you must have a permit to use it. The penalty for anyone caught using the service illegally is death.
Ooh, bit harsh. All right, I guess I'll just have to send this myself then. This Roman system seems very unfair to me. I want to find out how and when it became possible for everyone to post their letters. So I'm off now to the Postal Museum in London, Russell Square. after reopening in 2017 following a huge refurb, this is one of the most interactive and immersive museums in London and was shortlisted for a Kids in Museums award earlier this year, so I'm really excited to go and explore. Aha! See this here? This is our first clue. It's titled Carrying the King's Mail, and it says that Henry VIII was the first monarch to get a properly organised mail system here in Britain 500 years ago. But again, this system only served him and the royal court, hence where the name, the Royal Mail, comes from. So how did it work?
It's about time we get a proper mail system round here, so I can send and receive letters easily to keep an eye on my kingdom. Each town must have 3 horses to transport my royal letters, give orders and bring back news.
The stables keeping the horses were known as posts, and the king appointed a master of the post to keep an eye on the whole system. This new mail service gained the name that we still use today, the post. But it would be around another 100 years before this system was available to people other than the king and the royal court, with Charles I being the one to open it up to the general public. And that is how our friend back in the Regency times was able to send her letters. In these early days, the amount you paid to send your letter depended on how far your letter had to travel. The further your letter had to go, the more expensive it cost. Because of this, only businesses and the very wealthy could afford to use the postal system. Even the very wealthy tried their hardest to save money by writing in a cross-writing style.
Oh dear, I've run out of space. Oh, never mind, one more page won't hurt. After all, it's not me who's paying for postage.
That's right. Back in those days, it was the person receiving the letter and not the person sending it who had to pay for it. This meant that many letters got thrown away by the post office because people couldn't afford to pay for them. But it wasn't until the Victorian times when post really became accessible to the masses, when a man named Rowland Hill proposed just one fixed charge to send a letter, and that charge was just a penny. But how could people prove that they had paid their postage? The answer was a little black stamp. The penny black was launched in 1840. That's over 180 years ago. It was the world's first stamp. Suddenly, post was easy and cheap to send, so almost everyone started doing it. People even had letterboxes installed in their front doors. Red pillar boxes are one of Britain's best loved sights, but did you know that post boxes were once green? Just hung up on me. This here is a telegraph, and this was the first time that messages were able to be sent almost instantly. You would take your message into a post office, and the operator would translate your message into a code that could be transferred via a wire to the other end. So let's give it a go, shall we? I'm going to start with the letter T, which is a dash, then an E, which is a dot, and an A, which is a dot dash. T. Lovely. Thank you. Messages had to be kept very brief as telegrams were expensive and charged by the word, but the beauty of this system is that it worked over any distance as long as you had a wire linking your 2 locations. And eventually they were even able to send messages across continents and oceans. Pretty cool, right? Around the same time as telegrams were being developed, England also saw a technological revolution in another area with the creation of our railway network. This eventually led to one very interesting way of sending post around London, the mail rail. I'm off now to meet Ellie from the Postal Museum to find out more. Let's go. Hi Ellie, thanks for meeting me.
Hi Lauren.
So what is mail rail?
Mailrail is a hidden underground post office railway that was designed to carry mail underneath London. It was opened in 1927 and it used electric driverless trains, which was really one of the world's first back in the day. And the trains were stopping at 8 stations along its 6.5 miles long route, stretching between Whitechapel and Paddington. So it was a very busy operation back in the day. 6 days a week, 22 hours a day, carrying up to 4 million letters a day at the peak of its operation.
And I take it Mailrail isn't still in use today?
Not in use anymore. It closed in 2003 and it was abandoned for many years until 2017 when we managed to reopen a small section of the tunnels as a tourist attraction here underneath Mount Pleasant sorting office.
That sounds so much fun. Can I get on and have a go?
Of course!
Yes! Right, let's go. Thank you, Ellie. Mailrail travels through a section of the original track, stopping a couple of times along the way. The history of this iconic railway is projected onto the tunnel walls themselves, showing the journey that mail used to take beneath the streets of London. Trains weren't only used for this purpose. Their speed made them ideal for sending post all over the country very quickly. To speed things up even further, some of the sorting was even done on the train whilst it was on the move. And here at the Postal Museum, you can have a go at this yourself. So let's go give it a go, shall we? Let's do this. I have had so much fun today learning about the ways in which people have sent messages throughout the ages. From the groundbreaking Egyptians who invented paper and black ink, to the exciting ride around hidden London on a mail train. Thank you so much to the Postal Museum for this episode, and of course the wonderful Arabella. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hi Lauren, it's Annie here.
Hello.
Are you finished yet?
Oh,
It's time to look up soon.
all right, yeah.
Please remember to like and subscribe, or I'll have you banished.